Chase Elliott just humbled Denny Hamlin, and he didn't even need a race car to do it. This wasn't a fight settled on asphalt or through a last-lap bump. There was no roaring crowd, no white-knuckle restart, no wrecked fenders or smoke from burning tires. No, this battle played out far from the track, beneath chandeliers and camera flashes, on the polished floor of NASCAR's Awards Banquet. For Denny Hamlin, it was supposed to be a night of quiet dignity, a chance to show up, smile, and move forward from another season that ended in heartbreak. He came dressed sharp, walking tall, trying to convince himself that the sting of Phoenix had finally faded. But when the night was over, Hamlin didn't leave with closure. He left with something heavier, the realization that even off the track, Chase Elliott could outrun him without breaking a sweat. Let's rewind for a second. Just days earlier, Hamlin was in control of Phoenix. Total control. 208 of 312 laps led. Every pit stop perfect, every move calculated. It was textbook dominance. It looked like this was finally his year, the moment he'd crush the curse and add Cup champion next to his name. But then came the caution. That single flash of yellow that has haunted Hamlin's career more times than he cares to count. Within minutes, everything flipped. The rhythm gone, the lead gone, the dream gone. It wasn't new. It was familiar, painfully familiar. For 20 years, Denny Hamlin has lived in that cruel space between greatness and glory. The guy with 60-plus wins but 0 championships. He's built a resume that screams legend, yet every November ends the same way. Close, but not quite. And that's the weight he carried into Nashville. He wasn't just another finalist or guest. He was a man trying to patch the cracks in his legacy. There was no trophy waiting for him this time, no champagne celebration, no burnout on the front stretch. Just one possible consolation prize, the NMPA Most Popular Driver Award. It's not a title decided by speed or skill. It's decided by hearts, by fans who vote for the driver they feel connected to. For once, Hamlin thought maybe this could be his moment. Maybe the fans would see beyond the bravado, the feuds, the fiery sound bites. Maybe they'd finally see the competitor who's given everything to this sport. He even sounded hopeful before the night began. "I don't think I've ever even been in the top 10, he said. So that's already pretty cool. You could hear the hope tucked between his words. A man looking for a break that didn't hurt. But then, reality walked out on stage in a blue suit and a quiet smile. Chase Elliott. The crowd didn't just cheer, they erupted. It wasn't surprise, it was celebration. For the 8th straight year, Elliott had won NASCAR's most popular driver, 8 years in a row. Only 3 men in the history of the sport have ever done it longer: Bill Elliott, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Richard Petty. The moment the announcement was made, you could almost feel the air shift. Hamlin's half-smile froze. The applause rolled on, wave after wave, and Chase just stood there, humble, calm, thankful. For Hamlin, it had to feel like Phoenix all over again. Another lead lost, another finish just out of reach. Because Chase Elliott didn't just win an award that night, he owned the room. When he started his speech, it wasn't flashy, it wasn't loud, but it had that quiet power that makes people listen. "Thank you for the votes," he said. "Thank you for taking the time out of your day to support us and support me. It's more than just votes. It's about the people and the passion I get to see every single week." That's what makes Chase different. He doesn't have to demand attention, he earns it. When he speaks, fans feel seen. When he races, they feel represented. He's not just a driver, he's a reflection of what fans want the sport to be. Humble, grateful, real. And somewhere in the back of that ballroom, Denny Hamlin watched the same crowd that boos him every Sunday rise to their feet for Elliott. The contrast couldn't be harsher. Hamlin, the outspoken veteran who's never afraid to ruffle feathers, who thrives on rivalries, who's built his brand on edge and emotion. Elliott, the soft-spoken Georgia kid with the famous last name, the clean image, the connection that seems effortless. One man draws cheers, the other controversy. Hamlin's made peace with being the villain, or at least he says he has. He's played that role for years. But deep down, no competitor wants to be hated, especially not when the man standing across from you is being loved like the sport's chosen son. And the hardest part? Chase doesn't even try to steal the spotlight. It just follows him. He ended his speech with the same warmth he started with. "I know this year had its highs and lows, but I'm always looking to give you something to be proud of. I can't wait to do that again next season. Simple, genuine, effortless. He didn't mention Hamlin once. He didn't need to. The subtext said it all. This wasn't a battle for points. It was a battle for hearts. And Denny Hamlin didn't stand a chance. While Chase was surrounded by applause, cameras, and smiles, Denny sat in the shadows. Another season of what-ifs replaying in his head. He dominated on track, but was invisible when it mattered most. The sport he's given his life to keeps handing the spotlight to someone else. But here's the thing. This night wasn't just about Hamlin's pain. It was about what Chase represents. He's more than just the most popular driver. He's the bridge between NASCAR's past and its future. His father, Bill Elliott, is one of the sport's icons. His calm demeanor, the southern drawl, the connection with fans. It all feels like a continuation of what NASCAR once was and what it still wants to be. Chase isn't chasing fame, he's preserving it. And that makes him untouchable. During his speech, he said something that hit like a gut punch to every driver listening. I'm forever grateful, whether we win the award or not. You could feel that line. No script, no PR polish, just truth. He even added, I'm looking forward to some time away, but I'm fired up to give you all more to root for next year. And the crowd loved it. They always do, because they don't just support Chase, they believe in him. Meanwhile, Denny Hamlin stood there, a finalist no one voted for, a driver with 60 wins, a Hall of Fame career, and somehow no home in the hearts of fans. That's the cruel irony. You can be one of the best behind the wheel and still lose the one race that really counts, the one for connection. Hamlin's honesty has made him respected, but not adored. His boldness has made him powerful, but not loved. And in this sport, love might just be the most valuable currency of all, because love fills grandstands, love sells diecasts, love writes legacies, and Chase Elliott has it in unlimited supply. As the confetti settled and the cameras turned off, the difference between the two men was crystal clear. Chase didn't just win a trophy, he won a moment that reminded everyone why he's still the face of NASCAR even in a season without a championship. He didn't lead the most laps, he didn't dominate the standings, but he dominated hearts. Hamlin, once again, was left chasing what can't be chased. Affection, the kind that can't be earned by speed or statistics, the kind that simply is. So maybe the cruel truth of NASCAR is this: being the fastest doesn't make you the favorite, and that's a race Denny Hamlin may never win, because Chase Elliott has already crossed that finish line years ago. When Hamlin looked on as the cheers surrounded Elliott, he wasn't just losing to a driver, he was losing to a symbol, the clean-cut, humble, trustworthy image that fans cling to. The one thing that Hamlin, for all his greatness, has never been able to capture. Chase doesn't just race for trophies, he races for people. He represents them, and they return the favor with loyalty that's bulletproof. So, as the lights dimmed and the banquet came to an end, two men walked out of that ballroom, one carrying a trophy, the other carrying questions. Chase Elliott left as NASCAR's golden boy once again, smiling, waving, reminding everyone why the sport adores him. Denny Hamlin left quietly, the echo of applause following someone else's footsteps. Because no matter how many laps he leads or races he wins, Hamlin can't outdrive the one thing Chase has mastered: connection. So let me ask you, in today's NASCAR, what really matters more, speed or love? Because Chase Elliott just proved that in 2025, the loudest engine isn't always under the hood. Sometimes it's in the hearts of the fans. And Denny Hamlin, he's still chasing both.